Do I look at you or the camera? First, artworks get consigned to auction, and then they will come through so it's first from the specialists, then to the catalogers. And what we do is we assess the physical attributes of the artworks that get consigned to auction. So all this data or all the information that we collect all gets put into a database. And we normally start with the artist's name, the title of the artwork, and we capture any signature details, looking at the front and the back of artworks. And then we'll look at the medium and the size of the work, going with height first, then width, and then depth. We also look at research like provenance research, literature, exhibition history. And then the last part of cataloging is condition reports. So that's looking at the work and seeing if it has any cracking, if it's a painting, or if the sculpture's oxidized, things like that. And then also research, obviously, which is looking at things like provenance research, which is the history and ownership of a work of art. The first process is that artworks need to get consigned from the specialists. And then, as I said, we look at the physical attributes of a work. And then the next phase is to do all the research on the artworks, but we also do research while we're cataloging. And then the sale will get taken to design phase, which is where we produce catalogs. So like e-catalogs, we used to do the physical catalogs, but now they are all online. And then that is, yeah, where everything gets put into a publication, basically. It's always a very crazy time. I think it's probably it's the last phase, but it's always, I think, yeah, the craziest time for me. Favorite sale. I think, yeah, my favorite sale, I think, would be the Hilton Nell sale, just because it was so quirky and fun. I really like the way Hilton now works with text in his ceramics, and it's quite like an honest approach. I'm really like drawn to text artworks where you do like image and text. I'm involved a little bit with technological side of the business. And then I'm also been involved with like Family Day and teaching art to kids with the Picasso workshop that we did, and doing the drawing workshop, which was last year. I really do enjoy like doing art educational things. It's a nice motivation and a nice break from the core thing that I need to be doing. The talk that I did at Word Fierce was about a behind the scenes look at what we do in an auction house. So just looking at the work that specialists do and what the catalogers do, and then what do the other support roles all entail, like from logistics and operations and things like that. I don't have an art influence, but I think, yeah, there's been many people that have inspired me, but it's not someone that I've never met before, or like someone that is in the art history books. Like it's not someone like that. Like there's been multiple people. I think like in my career so far, I've usually mainly worked with women. So I've come from a museum background, a museum that was run by women, and I'm working at Strauss for the majority of the auction of this companies has women in it. So my favorite mediums are sculpture and tapestry or textile art. My favorite artistic period, I think art from the 20th century. So like artists that I really enjoy is Cy Twombly. I like his work a lot. I like the way he fuses poetry like with abstraction, and especially like the sculptural works that I've seen done in plaster. That's very inspiring. And then also work by Phyllis de Barlow. I don't think she's a 20th century artist. But she outlook on art is very nice. And also, yeah, like she works with found objects and things like that. So I'm really drawn to work that looks at process and looks at process versus the finished artwork, and what we think a finished artwork is versus what the actual making of a work entails.